Yeah, but also at the same time, just seeing the way Square Enix is right now with the Kingdom Hearts series, and like saying how they're just barely making a dent in the market of other consoles with only having Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Xbox.
Well, that's because for years, freaking Kingdom Hearts has been mostly Sony exclusive.
Yeah, but they put Dream Drop Distance, they put 285.5 days, and that game's not even coming out.
Well, those are like side story games, though.
Well, no, well, it still makes sense. They could, because you got them on console, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a side story game. Because you got it on the collection and HD remasters.
I mean, how like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were only ever on Sony consoles. They were never on like a Nintendo handheld or
something. What I'm saying though is like even then they still got Rechain. They got the Game Boy Advance game, Chain of Memories.
Yeah, which was terrible, by the way.
I know, but
Chain of Memories is better.
But they also got what do you call it? Oh fuck.
Chain of Memories made the dialogue better. And also, it made the combat a lot easier and more simplified to handle.
I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do this right now.
Despite being largely the same, the combat was a lot better in Chain of Memories. Go figure. A 7-year difference between the original.
What am I doing here?
You have to go down, yeah.
I don't want to fuck this up right now. I don't want to fuck this up because I want to actually get up there.
Go figure. It's like, okay, Chain of Memories came out in like 2003 or 2004. And...
Come on, I want to get up there, Come on. Yes.
So, like 5 or 6 years later, they already remade the same game, but put it on a console and made it a ton times easier to play.
Hey, guess what? I'm playing the Game Gear version of this game right now.
You're playing Sonic Slow Ass?
No, it's not. Every Sonic game on the Game Gear was good. The Game Gear is what made it bad.
I've played them on, like, unlockable games of them in Sonic Adventure.
I played them on Sonic Mega Collection Plus.
Because in Sonic Adventure, you can play this Dreamcast Sonic games. And, they were pretty fun, but they weren't as good as, like, the Genesis games.
What I was saying, though, is with Sora, though, it just... even though Nintendo got Chain...
Whoa.
What the... Okay, Knuckles got saved.
It's because you weren't selected as Knuckles, that's what I...
He can still die, though.
It doesn't apply to the game. Move! You can't just stand still, dude.
I didn't know that was a thing on top.
That's what she said.
But what I'm saying is, though, Kingdom Hearts 3...
Yeah, don't... Alright, here you're fine.
Like, it's not getting, like, they didn't even consider it being on the Switch, and then I understand that the way the graphics are, that it probably won't ever be, because they really got, like, amazingly close to graphics that they do at the Pixar film. And I commend them for that.
Film, yeah.
And I don't see that ever happening on the Switch just because of the way it is. It would just take away from the art style of the game.
You know what? The only way I could see it being on the Switch is if they release, like, the Switch Pro or Switch Plus, whatever.
It's not going to be. I still can't say it though because
you know they're probably going to make resolution better on that system.
It has nothing to do with it.
I don't know if it'll be 4K, but
no, it can't be 4K. It will never be 4K because the way, like what we got now is like the best we've ever gotten out of a console that can actually outdo, sometimes barely, but outdo some of the stuff that Sony and Xbox are actually doing right now. And you know something? Just the way it is, we're never going to get to that kind of graphical fidelity. We're never going to get to that kind of hardware level on the Switch anytime soon. If it's going to be if it's going to be a portable system.
I mean, obviously it's going to be portable, but they're not going to just release another Switch and make no difference with it.
No, I'm not saying that. But we're never going to get to what Xbox or PS4 can do on a handheld system. We're never going to get that because.
Well, I know that.
What?
Oh. Yeah, don't do Supersonic for this fight. That makes this fight very hard. So whatever you do, do not press the X button.
No, I know, but it's so stupid, though.
Oh, well, now you can't anyway, so you lost your rings. This fight ends, and then it just doesn't end. I knew he was going to be up there. Remember the Danny Phantom mod for Sonic Mania?
Yes. He's so annoying.
He runs so weird when he's just normally himself in that mod.
God damn it.
Alright, well now if you die, you're absolutely fucked. Okay.
Well, the thing is so annoying, like, it doesn't even give you, like, this, like, and now I could actually jump it.
No, you just gotta time it right.
Game over. I just don't see Sora getting into Kingdom Hearts because they'd be more focused on Final Fantasy and not Kingdom Hearts enough to justify that it can be on the Switch or any other console, even though, and they're not paying attention enough to the market. Like, Kingdom Hearts on the Switch, it would be one of the best things out there probably, because then you can actually take Kingdom Hearts with you. But I feel like the game's too massive and just not graphically, like, the Switch is not graphically ready for it. And
it would be literally like any other game they put on there where it's like, how did this go on Switch, but it obviously won't look as good.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, though, Kingdom Hearts, it runs at 60 FPS and the graphics are meant that way. And no matter what console it's on, PS4 or Xbox is gonna run at 60 FPS. The Switch can't even make it that. Would never be able to make it 60 FPS. That's why Doom and like Wolfenstein and everything like that, they all run on 30 FPS on the Switch, and it's not even a good thing.
I mean, I heard they perform pretty decently on there.
Yeah, they do, but it's, you know...
But of course they're not going to perform better and look as good as... With the
no, but you know, frame rate and graphics are two different things, and that's...
Yeah.
It's just... I'd rather have the frame rate over the graphics any time, but Kingdom Hearts is one of the games where it's just like, they put their heart and soul into that game, where it's all about the way it looks, the way it plays, the way, you know, it feels, and 60 FPS on a console, the way it's supposed to meant to be played, and the way it's meant to be shown off, all that Pixar-like graphics and whatnot, it just doesn't seem right to put on a Switch, though. If the Switch is only going to, you know, have poor lighting, have poor frame rate with 30 FPS, and, you know, I mean, it would be a cool thing, though. It would be like you're playing the game in cinematic mode, but it's like, it's not meant to be that way, though. That's why I just don't see it yet happening on what do you call it? Happening with Kingdom Hearts on the Switch and getting Sora. I mean, yeah, Sora in Smash. Because it would be cool, but it just doesn't make sense in the context of things.
The director, who's actually one of the co-creators of Kingdom Hearts, I don't know if you heard, but a couple weeks ago on Twitter, someone made like this fan art like splash card for Sora being in Smash, and he said, "What do you think of this? Wouldn't it be awesome to get Sora in Smash?" They simply replied back with yes in like I think all capital letters. So, and then like that same night after that tweet went viral, because of how people were starting to talk, and like,
I talk all the time.
People were starting to talk and speculate, saying, "Oh shit, so Sora's definitely mean Smash now." People were speculating.
No, you said.
Can you let me finish?
Yeah.
People were speculating, and then the co-creator then decided to shadingly he deleted his tweet reply saying yes, and it's just like, oh shit, so he couldn't like relay too much info. So I don't see it not being possible, but maybe they have to work something out to make him DLC.
Maybe.
I'll tell you this, we can agree on this. I definitely do not see him getting in as a base roster character. If anything, obviously we're going to get Geno as a base roster character, because he's easier to put in.
Yeah, let me ask you this though, if he was a character at all, do you think that his trophy then would be a Heartless?
That is a good question. Either that or it could be Riku. Riku would be cool.
Riku, but you know, kind of the same thing though.
Riku and Sora?
Like, they could be Echo Fighter to each other.
I was going to say, either as an Exist Trophy or an Echo Fighter. I don't see him getting an Echo Fighter, though, if he does make it in.
No, I'm not saying that, but I just don't...
Unless it's Roxas.
No, but I just don't see... You know about Sora?
Yeah, if Sora got an Echo Fighter, probably would be Roxas. It just makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't... Like I said, I don't see... like, if Riku comes in, I don't see him I see him more as an Echo Fighter. I just don't see him as an assist rover because he's too close to him.
Okay, yeah, I
like for instance, well, you have Mega Man, but they put Zero in there, but Zero was a different character altogether.
Yeah, and he's from a different Mega Man series.
Yeah, but if you're too close to an original character, I don't see you, and you don't have enough significance in, as a moveset to fully make it into a character, like Riku can be. I just don't see it being an assist trophy then. Like, Bomberman made sense. Like, what are you gonna do? Turn to yourself?
You know, did you hear what people were saying and theorizing about Waluigi?
That he's he got upgraded from an assist trophy to be a regular character now.
But do you know why?
Why?
You know how Sakurai loves to troll people?
Yeah, but it makes no sense.
And also, you know how Waluigi is known for being, like, a prankster, like, trickster-type character with so many tricks up his sleeve?
Yeah.
They're thinking that then it's like, okay, that's going to show that in the Final Smash Direct that Waluigi's then going to be like, oh, right, so he got promoted to a playable fighter because you know how how much of a prankster and how mischievous he can be and whatnot. It's like, people are speculating that means he's going to be a Smash fighter.
No, you know something else?
It's like, they already showed him as an assist for that. Why would they have lied about
you know what? You know something else? The meme is dead. You need to stop what you're doing, and you need to go in a hole and die. I mean, Waluigi never
that's uncalled for to say, dude.
No, because listen, people...
Unless you're talking about the meme saying the meme needs to die.
Well, no, the people that make the meme need to stop it, because, listen, that thing's been overplayed, and...
There are people that actually do genuinely want him in the game.
No, I know there are people that genuinely want him, but...
There are people that do it for the meme, too.
No, I know, but the mass majority of people just want him in the game for him to be in the game because they never got in. Because, well, now he's in assist trophy again. Now you have to put him in, just because he's in assist trophy. Like, you know something, though? There's something about... And I understand that everything that Nintendo shows in a direct or something like that, or show something off for a game, it's always subject to change and whatnot, and I understand that. But when Sakurai says one thing,
he means it.
He means it, meaning he doesn't show something off unless it's not done. Meaning, okay, here's a feature. Cool, you use assist trophies and knock them out and get extra knockout points in your total score for a match. So now when you do a one-on-one match, you can hit assist trophies and get more points out of that. Why would they automatically just show Waluigi as part of that and then say, and then not that they said he was an assist trophy, they didn't have to say it, but they showed it, his gameplay right in there.
I know, I agree.
And I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, even though they showed it off right now, right? And he is definitely confirmed to be an assist trophy. Yeah. Because there's nothing else that disproves it. And nothing else that can disprove it. Why would he go and say, oh, well, you know, he automatically just decided, oh, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I can't, you know, have Waluigi as an assist trophy now. So let's just take all the code that we worked on for 3.5 years and, you know, turn it around so Waluigi's a character now. And just delay the game another 5 years because of that.
Nope, I got no choice but to Supersonic to reach that.
You know what I'm saying, though, right?
Of course I do. But, you know, there are still people that are going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to give you a list of excuses why they will do it.
No, but, okay, now let me say this right now. Would you rather Waluigi to be in the game just so... I mean, would you rather let the game be delayed? Have all the features done, and let the game be delayed, because you're petty incompetence that can't understand that Waluigi's in this trophy, and you would confirm that and always will be. And I don't care how many times you say you want Waluigi in the game, it's never going to happen because of it being confirmed as an assist trophy. You'd rather the game to be delayed just so you can get one character in and say, well, just so you get Waluigi in. I mean, for granted, I want him in the game too. I like him in the game too, but I'm not.
It'd be cool, but if you don't get him, I'm not gonna cry about it.
Exactly. I'm not gonna say, you know, Sakurai, work your ass off, change the game around so you can change stuff that's already been done in the game, so you can you know, have one character in there.
I don't want to break Sakurai.
No one does.
But like,
I mean, if I wanted to break him, I would tell him to make that fucking that whole thing called Smash History. Cool. Where you get 3 different movesets for each character based on the game that they were in. Meaning you get the one from 64 Melee and Smash 4. Or Brawl.
The only other reason why I'm not gonna get butthurt if Waluigi doesn't come in Smash ever, there's a whole bunch of other characters I'd rather have than just Waluigi, that I'm like, you know what, I think this character's more deserving, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not saying he's not deserving, but he's not someone I would choose personally.
Hey, what do you want?
I mean, freaking Rayman would be cool. Globox possibly is an Echo Fighter?
Peace out.